All right, Lakers head coach JJ Redick is saying that he might have put Bronny James in a tough spot after giving him extended minutes Tuesday night against the 76ers. So in those 15 minutes, which was a career high for Bronny, he went 0 of 5 with 3 turnovers. He also had the daunting task of guarding Tyrese Maxey, who put up 43 points. Now, Rodney, Bronny had been doing quite well down in the G League, coming off a season-high 31-point game. So who do you feel like is really at fault here?
I don't think anybody is at fault. I don't understand what the outcry is. This young man was given an opportunity to play against one of the toughest point guards in the league. And if you ever watched the Knuckleheads podcast featuring Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson, like the first question they ask people is, who's the first person to bust your ass? And Bronny James now has the delight and joy of being like, yo, Tyrese Maxey bust my ass. And that's just a part of the NBA. Like, there are just certain people. Tyrese Maxey, I've seen him go for 60 in an NBA game, right? So it's not like he was trying to guard JJ Barea and JJ Barea lit him up for 45 or whatever. I don't understand what the problem is with somebody being given an opportunity and just, having a bad game or just not having the opportunity to look good. It's what happens to everybody.
Yeah, because you're right. I've seen so many people talking about this on social media. I think I watched the Gilbert Arenas podcast on it, and they were all talking about that was a bad, like, they shouldn't have done him like that. They shouldn't have put him in that type of predicament. And I thought that was interesting because I'm like, he's getting minutes. Like, unfortunately, he has to be thrown out there. So I kind of hate that JJ is putting this all on him, and a lot of people are kind of bashing him for maybe making the decision. Honestly, I don't even think it was Redick's decision because I don't feel like he makes decisions. I feel like if it's about Bronny, we know who's making the decisions.
I don't know about that. I know what she's implying, but I don't know if I agree.
I feel like if LeBron and Rich Paul didn't think that Bronny was ready, he would not have been called up.
What I'll say is, because Bronny was playing so well the last couple of weeks in the G League, it felt like, okay, his confidence is surging. Let's give him an opportunity to see what he can do on the NBA level. Like, let's see if that confidence translates into the NBA. The Lakers are looking for somebody at that guard position who can play a little defense, maybe insert a little energy into a lineup. The team at times can feel a little old, a little stagnant. And so it's nothing wrong with having fresh legs. We all saw that dunk that Bronny had last week, so maybe that swell of confidence was just going to put him in a position to have a better impact than what he actually had on the game. If Gilbert Arenas' son was put in that same position, Gilbert Arenas would say, yeah, bust my son's ass. Like that, he throws his son to the wolves. He has his son doing one-on-one drills against Kevin Durant. That's Kevin Durant. Understand what I'm saying? So I don't like this coddling of Bronny. Let him go out there and sink or swim on his own accord. Now we all know he cannot guard Tyrese Maxey. Maybe he'll be better off for it. Maybe his confidence will go to the and he'll be worse for it. But at least he had the opportunity to see what it's like being matched up against one of the most premier point guards in the entire league. Yeah,
like I said, I feel like obviously everybody thought he was ready, and that's why you put him in. He put up 31 points down in the G League, so it's like you mentioned, the energy boost. They were playing a back-to-back, and JJ was like, "Look, let's call him up." They were in the middle of a 5-game road stretch.
And they were getting their ass kicked. Be very clear. Before Bronny got into the game, they were getting like Tyrese already had like 20 or something like that. And so it was like, yo, let's just try anything. Let's try something to try to stop this guy from killing us like this. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what the outcry is. Like, people sink and swim, people fail, people have success. That is a part of professional sports. That's a part of life, period. Right? I think just based on what I've seen from Bronny, from his time at USC to his time in the G League to his games in the NBA, he's played, I think, 13 games in the league now. He's somebody who's up and down. He hasn't yet found his legs underneath him. And I think, by all accounts, moments like these will lend him to being a formidable player in the NBA. I think he's a professional player. I know that's a conversation. I think Bronny James is a NBA pro, and not necessarily a rotational guy, but somebody who is going to work extremely hard. He's going to challenge and push your starters and your regular rotation guys. And in pinch situations, I think he'll be able to go out there and play effective and efficient basketball. But he's just got to continue to work on it. It's just, he's a rookie. I haven't heard anybody talk about Zachary Ricochet, the number 1 overall draft pick in Atlanta. I don't even know who's the front runner for Rookie of the Year right now. I guess it's Khalil Ware down in Miami. I just don't hear anybody talking about anybody else from this draft class. But we are so fixated on Bronny because of his last name. And it's just like, if we remove that, is this kid doing so bad? I don't think so.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't hurt his confidence. I don't think it will. He can just go back down to the G League and continue to ball out like he's been doing. But you let us know down in the comments, what do you make of JJ Redick saying that he put Bronny James in a tough spot? We want to hear from you.